Hello my friends and welcome to Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is the third part of my Shadowrun marathon, I guess you want to call it. Now I'm going to have to once again bring down the resolution to 2K because I think this game has got the exact same problem as Returns with the tiny text of doom. Math's hard. 1080. 1920, 180. I have to cut my resolution down to exactly half. Otherwise it will go weird. Yep, so I beat this game back in 2015, that was 10 years ago. Apparently there's 190 karma in the game. And I have never played the director's cut, so it'll be interesting to see what's different. We're going to continue our being a troll thing. Because why not? Sadly, most of these pre-builds are terrible. Which one did I use last time? I'm trying to remember now. It was this guy. There we go. Except for some reason the horns were wrong, so we fixed them. About right. So now they changed it so that you get +1 body and +1 strength, but that's only worth 1 point of karma, sadly. It's not like a modifier that it adds a plus permanently. But they did do some balance changes in this. How much that really helps is another question entirely, but... I have no idea which... I can't remember which etiquette is most useful in this game. Just go with security, because it's usually useful. It's worth it for just 2 points, no matter what you're building. I'm not trying to build a meta here, obviously. Because getting summoning level 3 is also really worth it. It's worth it more than getting any cyberware, but we're not going to do that. We're going to make a Hulk smash. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. 130 karma is not a lot. What's 17 factorial? Just one second, I'm pulling out the calculator. I'm having to do it the hard way because I can't be bothered to fiddle around in the scientific mode. 153. So yeah, you will never max out body as a troll. It's impossible, even if you put every point in the game into it. You have unspent karma. So the reason why I finished this, but I left it feeling like the games were getting less good, and that's because they were just getting more and more and more wordy. Anyway. Life is good, easy jobs, regular pay, reliable crew, but things went south and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. Promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the flux state. Grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofwehr only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. As luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaffer. It's your third run with Monica and her team. An old castle Holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, and get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. The Hartfield Manor, 2054, 1 hour east of Berlin. You stake ground to silence, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old castle Holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaffer, you ran with her back in the day. Watched her get her first data jack, now she's your team leader and direct hot decker to boot. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes, top to bottom. Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love. Dietrich, shaman, old man of the team, smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief, maybe. How many times have I told you can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth? That trash will rot your brain. She grins, it's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light, few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. My experience, no such thing as a milk run. Words of wisdom for our new edition, I agree with Edmund. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. People need to relax, we're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks to her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, are you in position? Comlink crackles and the response comes back low and soft, softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut and I have a clear line of fire on the estate's service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent. Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. Comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See, we're professionals. Alright, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault. We get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Worm talk is on tonight. Glory raised an eyebrow. Slightly. Told you. It's educational. So just getting back to what I was saying before. Apart from the action-y bit that's right at the start of this game has way more talking and dialogue in it than Shadowrun Returns, which obviously had way more talking and dialogue than Shadowrun on the SNES. The games just get progressively more like a visual novel as they go along. Grab a weapon. I'd be tempted to get the rifle and sell it, knowing that melee weapons are cheap. But the fights at the beginning of this are actually quite dangerous on very hard, so I am actually going to take a real weapon. Even though this machete is like probably like 50 nuyen, and the rifle is worth like 1,000. But I need a real weapon. Private museum. The owner must have money to burn. Variety of remarkably well preserved Slavic artifacts. The vase in the case looks both very old and very valuable. Fine scrollwork of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of an abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. Can't help but notice that the glass encasing it looks awfully flimsy. Let's leave it alone. It's obviously a trap. It's a trap! What the hell? Here we go again. Got him. Intruders! Let them come. He's just not got the accuracy. this first, but anyway. Wow, would you believe it? I actually hit him. Daka 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 daka. Alright. Job's done. Hey Monica, I think you can correct this. Step aside. Oh, Edmund, I'm going to ask, is that display on your tread flashing 12 o'clock back at home? Roya doesn't even bother jacking into the terminal, and her cyberdeck remains slung over her shoulder. Her fingers flicker over the terminal's virtual keyboard, and a moment later, a happy chime chirps out of the security node speakers. Bingo, doors open, let's go. Select a decker to jack in. At least that's one good thing they fixed about this game, is that they let you use the deckers that aren't you. Do 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 do. Got him. Got him. Right in the internet protocol. Blood, 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 blood. I think we got some pay data there. I wish my team would follow me a little bit more closely. Because as soon as I open this door, it's all going to kick off. Wow, at least the big hit came last, so I can get rid of that. Give it to him. Oh, for crying out loud. Excuse me. Oh wow, I just killed his AP. Yes, the claw. The claw sings to us. Activate. There we go. Don't get too attached to Monica. She ain't here for a long time. In fact, I might as well use up her other med kit. She's here for a good time, not a long time. That's a brutal thing to say. So far, so good. If your Scourge's security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward to the basement of Harfield Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. So you think. That's a big freaking vault, Leibchen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. The client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger is still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica, who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes to stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just like she always does. You've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us, the same principles that apply to the Flux state. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger, love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Iger's right. We should have a second in command, just in case. Monica stares at you for a moment, clearly irritated, then a twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you and speaks into her comlink. Very well, we'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Edmund's in charge. There's a pause and Iger's voice crackles out the comlink again. Edmund, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? Thought you were a pro, Iger. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it? This is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie, now. Monica nods at you. The smile has disappeared from her face. Listen, Monica, I know this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you. Iger. Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has had enough. Decisions made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible, legacy of a long military career, but she knows what she's doing, and she means well. No sweat. I'll buy her a beer and talk it out after the run. Good man. Iger's skills and experience are invaluable to this team. Good to have her on your side. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, and glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Without warning, Monica's back arcs violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripping through her face and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying between her teeth. You look down to see a numb pink of flesh hit the floor. Tip of her tongue. See, this is why I reckon that this game is not as good. Or, like, mechanically it's better than Returns, but this is like where it starts just getting way too wordy and less good. Like, you don't need to describe what happened, we just saw it. And let's face it, the animation was not that great. Could have just skipped straight to the characters being shocked, and it probably would have been more impactful. Anyway, room explodes into action. Glory leaps. Reaps. Someone's reaping, but it ain't Glory. Glory leaps towards Monica, her head and stretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen Decker bag in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that wreck her body. Monica's unearthly screams still ringing sharply in your head. You're only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. As Dietrich holds Monica's thrashing body, you grab her head in both hands and hold it steady. Glory wraps a cybernetically enhanced hand around the cord leading to Monica's data jack and pries it free. The commingled sense of charred meat and ozone filled the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face and blood oozes from between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing and a look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Stay with us, Monica, okay? We're gonna see if we can get you out of here. Save your breath. She's had a stroke. A bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back to the van. Damn it, what the hell happened to her in there? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. Blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shapes she needs. Fear, fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. See pain and fear in her gaze and something else. Hope. For a shringy. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. Look of resignation washes over Monica's face and she stops fighting. The gore slack jaw goes slack and she dies. And she dies. It ends so like, just kind of like, and she dies. I've run out of eloquent words for this. We've done enough. Monica, no, this can't be happening. We've got hostiles. This clearly isn't a data vault. We need to get out of here fast. Bunny power. So frustrating. Wow, they both hit me from behind cover. What is going on here? Bleed, boy, bleed. What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh my, right. What's your stats? Ah, they're the same as mine. More or less. MC Pause Building Maintenance Software 1.01. Internal memory checks are invalid. Edmund. Terminal's printing your name over and over and over again, Edmund. You better get over here. Monica was trying to tell me something about this terminal. It must be important. They've sealed the door behind us. You're gonna find another way out of here. What are you doing? Any ideas? Something tells me we're gonna have more company soon. Stay frosty. Give me a minute. Text strolls down the terminal scene. Problem has been detected with the core component of MC Pos. Restore MC Pos to factory default settings. Warning: restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Hit the Y key. Processing request. As you watch, the number of the screen slowly begins to climb. It's going to take a while. You glance down at the second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. Place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some kinds of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. Doors are currently being rebooted by the system's restore processor, flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast's old servant's entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks onto your comlink without a cracking sound. The image is grainy and flickering in and out. What's going on down there, Rookie? Talk to me. Iger, new extraction point. Hold up, where's Monica? Down, we'll be exiting via an old servant's entrance to the west of the main grounds. I need you to keep that exit clear. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory's face turns to you, her movement is smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out, frosty monotone. What's the play, Edmund? Our escape route will open in a minute. We hold tight until then. Hold tight, I mean you need to sit here and fry anyone who comes through the door, don't you? Pretty much, yeah. Dodrick's pained expression twists into a mask of hate. His hands begin to glow with primal energy. I can do that. I thought so. When the door locks disarm, we need to make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Survive for 10 turns. Survive for 9 turns. Target acquired. Acquire this. Now we pumpin'. Here they come. Stand your ground. A figure loping towards you is big even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see, his face looks raw and slick, like an old scar tissue stretched right over his skull. Wears the expression of supreme confidence. Alright friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, steal a vase or two from the museum, no harm. Maybe I'd let you scamper away into the night. Now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. Gaping more of the minigun jerks upwards, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Edmon. Hardened against small arms fire. I'll have a tough time going through it. I'm less concerned about the armor as I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. About 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. How about you drop your enormous gun and step over here instead? Funny. You're a funny guy. He looks gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. Oof. Nope, stunned. Wow, he got another 20 hit on me. And why on earth am I considered flanked? There is no one behind me. There's these two in front of me. Okay, guess I'm not considered close enough. Do that, or do I want to blast him? This does 1 AP damage, so this will stop him from attacking. Could probably take him down, but it's not worth the effort. You don't get anything for it, as far as I know. The door unlocks with a loud click. Your escape route is clear. Excuse me. Iga rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. The run was a trap. Oh, it was it? Iga grits her teeth and shakes her head. We'll talk about this later. For now, we got to get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Iga slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people, and Edmund, when we get back to the crowded bazaar, we're going to have a little talk. Kreuzberg? Home to nearly 500,000 people, and until very recently, Monica Schaffer, maybe? Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin. A neighbourhood that the locals call the Kreuzbazaar. Safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colours. Soon the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team with safe passage. Your safe house waits on the other side. Okay, and this is the perfect moment to stop. So, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.